Hello everyone, this video is for all of you
hello everyone.
supervisors.
I'm Michelle Goodwin and this is part 2 of the
semester.
training for cooperating
And you
teachers.
are
If you live in the Central
grading.
Virginia
This is our
area,
live text grading
and
for
you
the
are going to
semester.
be able to host
And
a
what I
student
want to do is
teacher
quickly
this
just
semester.
this
This
run
is
through the
video that kind of talks about the paperwork and
to do in
assignments
live text, and then you
the
need
student
to
teacher
assess
and
them
you'll need
using
to
the
keep up
rubric.
with in order to
And
be
I've
successful this
I've
semester.
had questions about what if they don't, and I just always say if they don't
you will
do it,
receive a handbook.
don't post their grade.
The student teacher
They
will
have to do
give
it. They're
this to you
benchmark
after they have a
assignments,
meeting on
and if
campus
they
with
don't
us,
do them, then I
they'll
would
give you
them
the
an F
handbook
in
so you can look
an
through
F
it, and
or
of
an
course the handbook
incomplete
gives
or
you an
whatever,
overview of
until
what's expected of
they
the student teacher
get these
and the
done,
supervisor
they
and the
should not pass the
cooperating
course.
teacher
These are
and that
kind
kind
of
of thing.
like,
So it's a
you
nice
cannot move on
tool
to the
to give
next
you an
phase until we
overview
get
of
these
everything
done.
that should happen
So
during
let's
the
quickly
semester.
run
But the
through
student
them.
teacher
There are
will
4
deliver
of
that to
them.
you.
The first one is their portfolio.
Of course, I talked about this in the first
And I
video,
will
but you want to make sure
show
that
you. This is
have a plan.
I was
for
on the
the
dashboard,
semester,
so
I guess
that
I
could
should
be one of the
explain that.
first
Here's the
things that you'll
dashboard.
do
When
with
you
them.
log
It's kind
in,
of overview of
you should
when you want
see
them
the
to start
dashboard
taking
and
over
you need to
planning and
scroll
taking
down
over
to the
instruction
section where
and
you're at.
taking
And this
over
is the
different
section
duties in the
where my
classroom,
students
so that
it's
it's
a
a
gradual
gradual
thing.
So I'm going to click
But in the
here
meantime,
again.
make sure that
Assignment
they are
1.
keeping active in the class and
I'm
assisting you until
in.
you feel comfortable with them.
The red column means
instructional
these
duties
students
with
haven't
you.
submitted yet. The yellow column is
The-
the students that have
There are
submitted,
some
and they're waiting
sample
for you to
lesson
grade them.
plans
And then the
in
green
handbook,
is
but of course we expect
students
for
that
you
have
to,
already been graded.
look
So
over
I'm
their
going
lesson
to
plan just
go
to make sure
down
that you
to
agree
Tina,
and you think that they're on
she's
the
the one I
right
had,
path
Christina
and
Thomas.
to give a
I
solid
click in.
instructional lesson. So the lesson plans need to be given to you
When I
ahead
do
of time,
so,
and then if you will,
I will see
view them,
the portfolio
give
that
the
she
student teacher some
sent for me.
feedback, and then sign
Okay,
them
she
that
sent
you
for me to
agree that
review.
this plan will lead to a
So
successful
then I click
lesson.
over
That is
over in
really
the
what we
menu
need
to
to
look
do
for
is
certain
just
things.
to
Like for instance,
assist the
I
student
want
teacher
to
and
check
giving
and make
them
sure
feedback
that
on
she
those
has
plans
her
to make sure they're on the right
scores
track.
for VCLA.
Teaching the
So I
standard
can
and of
click
course
over here
teaching
and
it in an
up into
acceptable way that you
scholarship.
think will be
And I
effective for the students in your classroom.
and I can see that.
Here's a quick sample of a
Yes,
timeline.
she does
and
have
again,
her
you
VCLA,
should
so
get
I
that
won't take
in
the
the
time to
handbook that
but
they give you.
You can see she has her
You'll
VCLA
be able to
scores,
see
her
the
praxis
dates
2,
about
and her
when the
RVE.
student
So she has her
starts,
scores
when different assignments
that
are
she
due throughout
needs.
the semester.
That we'll
gives the
look at
Monday
in just a
night
minute because
seminar
there is a rubric,
time.
and
So
that's
on
what you're
Monday
looking
evenings,
for.
your
So up
student
here, I'm
teacher,
going to
depending on how far they have to
graded
travel
by
from your school to
Goodwin.
campus for the meeting,
And
you may
then I'm
have
going
to
to click the
be careful about
assessment.
letting them get out early enough on Monday
And
so that they
over
can get to
here,
their Monday evening seminar class.
I will.
Again, if they live close to campus, there's
I
not an
always
issue.
click
But
the
if
top one, and that
populates
populates all the cells.
45
in the
minutes,
advance,
an hour
and
away
then if
from
there's
your
something
school,
that they
you
didn't do
might
well,
have
then
to
I can mark them
rearrange
down.
their Monday
So
afternoon duty so that
obviously
they
haven't
can
had time to
get
look
away
it
in
over
time
carefully.
for class. That's
So I'm just going to
Monday
make a
evenings.
judgment call. I will say, oh,
Okay, these are
I think her
some
unit
things that
plan looks
specifically are
acceptable. It
catered
wasn't
to you as the
exemplary,
cooperating
but it was
teacher. The first
acceptable,
thing
so
that
I
we
can
need
go down and click this.
is your form filled out, your stipend form, so that we can pay
Then
you for
I
working
need
with the
to
student teacher.
Find out.
Did
she put all her
You
things
should get, again, in that
I
little
need
packet
for
with the
chocolate,
handbook
so
and so forth, your student
again
teacher should bring
go
that
over
to you.
the
But
column,
if that doesn't happen,
populate that one.
you can contact
and then if
teacher
there's
at
something
liberty.edu
missing
or
or something that
you the
isn't
link
done
so
as
that you
well,
can get that
then you
paperwork.
would just want to click
and of
over.
course
So
fill it
for
out,
instance,
send it back so that we can pay you for your
I
services.
noticed
and
that she
working
does
with
not
the
have
student
the
teacher.
training for her child
Here's some other
abuse
things that
prevention
we'll need
training.
you to do as the cooperating teacher.
Then I
The
would
first
click
one
here.
is, of course,
Now,
like
I will
giving an
say,
evaluation of the
in this
student teacher,
section,
their
you really
performance
should
in
not
your
have
classroom. We
any
call that the
notes.
TCA.
They
The
should.
teacher
You might have a
competency
few
assessment.
not
And
applicable.
you'll be
if
sent
you
that
are,
as a link.
If
Live
you
tax, that's
are,
the kind
if you
of
have
the
a student
software
teacher
that we
and
use
praxis
that
too
organizes
is
all
not
our
required for
assessments.
them,
You'll
or
be
if
sent
you
a
have a
link,
student teacher
and then
and
within that
RVE
link,
is
when you
not
log
required for
in,
them. So for instance,
there will be
let's look at this one.
several
RVE.
assessments there
It's
for you
only
to
for
fill out
elementary and
on the
special ed. So if
performance
you
of
are
the student teacher.
evaluating the portfolio
Part one of the
secondary
TCA
candidates,
is just
then
you
you
could
click
any
this one.
teacher,
This
no matter
requirement
what
is
their
for
endorsement
elementary
area
and special
is,
ed.
you'll fill that out. How
So
do
it's
they?
kind of like not applicable.
How
But
is
if
their
it's
classroom
applicable to the
management? student
teacher,
how is their
they
planning?
need
It's
to
just,
do it.
like
So you
7
would,
basic
if
standards
they,
that you
if
will
you
need
cannot
to fill this
assess
out
them on.
successfully.
And then part 2 is
then what you want to
endorsement
do up here is
specific,
go
and
to
that's,
request
if they're an
resubmission,
elementary
throw
teacher,
it
then you're
back
gonna
to
fill out
them
the
so that they
elementary
can
form.
include it. Then
If
you
they're
want to
a history
reevaluate
teacher,
it again. Like social
okay.
science, you'll fill out the social
Now,
science form. So part 2
assuming
is
she
specific
has
to their
everything
endorsement
that she
area.
needs.
Again, I haven't
The dispositions
actually
is
graded
one
this
of the
because I
parts of
haven't
the
looked through
TCA,
everything.
and
I was trying to
basically
give you a
that's
simulation of what
how
it
they
looks to
interact.
actually grade it.
Then once
their
if
behaviors,
everything's
basically.
correct, if all these cells
So,
are
of course,
filled out correctly,
It's
then
the
you
social
hit
responsibility.
submit
Do they display
Okay.
behaviors of a
Now,
teacher
I'm going to
that
go ahead and
expects
do
all
that.
students to learn in the classroom?
And
Commitment.
Tina
Are
moved
they
over
there
here.
early in the morning?
But
Do
I
they
will
stay
say
after
that I
late
did
enough
not
to be
grade it
prepared for the next
correctly.
day? So their
I didn't
commitment
really
level. Are they
stringently look at it.
prepared?
So I'm going to
Do
undo
they get
this
there on
assessment.
time? Are they prompt?
Because
do
later
they do
after
all
this
the
video,
things
I
that
really am
are
going
needed to
go
be done
back
to
and
make
grade it.
them
And
a
you'll see she
successful
moved back
teacher?
over here.
Reflective practice is, of course,
Because
just looking
I need
at
to regrade
how
it.
they're doing and finding ways to improve. And
When
do
I
they take
have the time
constructive
to look at it.
criticism well?
Right, so now I'm going to go back to the
That's
dashboard.
another
That was the portfolio.
thing that
There's
they would
two
need
sections.
to do to successfully
And
look
we
at
filled out both
reflective
of
practice.
them. Part 1
Integrity,
and
of
part
course.
2. The next
making
assignment
sure
is the
that,
field experience assessment.
They follow through with what they
This is
say
a
they're going to
template
do. They're
that
honest.
the
They do the right
teacher's
thing.
going to fill out.
They interact
And
with
let me
people
look
in
for
the
Tina
correct way.
again.
So that's another major
There
thing that
she
we're looking
is.
for. And then lastly, professionalism.
Okay.
Again,
Field
their
experience summary.
demeanor, their dress, do they
they
use
want.
discretion in their speech?
And I go down here.
Do they use
here is
correct
where she
speech,
uploaded
like,
her FES. The students
grammar,
go to
their
the U guide
in their
or the
writing
advising
and so
guide.
forth. So just all
They
those
get the
aspects of
FES, they
professionalism.
fill it
We will
out,
ask you to
they upload it
give
here,
an
so
evaluation
you'll
in
click
those
on that
areas
to
also.
open it and view it. I'm not going to take time to do that
At
now.
the end of the placement,
that's
the
what
student
you
teacher
would do
will
when you're
most
grading
likely
it.
ask you for a reference
And
letter.
then
We
you
prefer
want
that
to
on
go
letterhead
down
stationery
and look
just
to
so it looks
see
more
that they have
professional.
filled
and
out
so again,
the
it's an
reflection part
indication
of
that
the
came
template.
from you.
So you
and it
see
wasn't
there's
fabricated.
these bold
So
questions,
the student
and then
teacher will
they
ask
have
her that.
to
Usually what they'll
respond to the
do is scan
question.
that and put
Here's
that
the
in
next
your
one.
portfolio
Here's the
that's
bold
due at the
question,
end of the semester.
and here's their response.
Here
So it
are
should look,
a few more tasks that we will
look like that
really
they have
appreciate if you'll
responded
do.
to
It's kind of
each
an
of them.
overview of the tasks
Now,
that we'll need
it
from you,
appears that
specifically
she did not
things that are
respond
in
to
the
this
FEM.
question. So
Again, that
again,
FEM is that
I
online
would
collaborative
go
software
back and
where you're sent the link at the
submit,
beginning of the semester.
request
and
resubmission
you'll be
because she
sent
didn't
the
finish
password.
part of what she needed
If
to
you
finish.
can't
But for the
find the
sake of just,
password, if you've lost that,
grading this
just
and showing
contact
you,
your
we can go to the
supervisor,
rubric.
and they can send you the little blurb that we have about
And she's
reminding you about how to
elementary.
get your password again.
So that's already
So
filled out,
again,
'cause I
the
had already
overview
looked
of
at
this
one
is
before.
the
Now, I did
TCA
hit
will
not
ask you for
applicable
preliminary
on
midway
the
through the
middle
placement,
school.
just so you can give us an idea of how the student
Because
teacher is doing
not
halfway through the
applicable
placement. So if
because
there's any
she's not getting
adjustments
the
that
middle
need to be
school
made,
endorsement.
that we
So
know
there may
ahead
be
of time, that we're not caught
instances
blindsided about
where
something.
you would
so
click
again,
not
halfway
applicable.
through,
This is one of
we'd
them
like
because
your
she's an
preliminary
elementary
assessment about how
person,
they're doing.
and she's not seeking
then
the middle school add-on.
There's of course the final that
if
will
you
come
have
up at the
students
end of
that are
the
getting
semester,
dual, that means they're getting elementary
where again we'll
and
ask
special
you
ed.
to,
You need to
give
both
them
of these.
to
Now,
evaluate them.
I
At
did
the end
not
of the
click
semester,
special
there's
ed one
also
for
a
her
part
because
3,
she's
which
not
is
dual.
just where you'll
But for
give
those
a
of you that
suggested
have
letter grade.
students
Like
that are
what
doing dual,
what letter
elementary,
grade do
and
you
special
think
ed,
that
you would
student
click
teacher
both of
deserves?
those.
Do you think
You
they
fill
deserve
out
what
an
you
A,
find
you
from
think
their
they
special
deserve to
ed?
be. So again, it's just your suggestion based on all the
All
secondary,
the
you click the
indicators
one.
that you've given in the TCA. After you fill
So
that
that's part
TCA
1 is
out, and
picking
you
their endorsement
you
areas.
assess them in all the different areas. If
part
you were to give an
2
overall grade, that's the
is
suggested
you,
letter grade that we're
looking
looking
at that
for.
reflection part and
The
deciding
program
how well they
evaluation
responded to
is
it.
a link.
Notice
for
that
just
this
a,
does not give
an
the whole
assessment that you're
description.
going
What
to give
you
us
can do
on how you
is
feel
go
the
here where
student
it
teacher
says
was prepared, like how did the
rubric
program prepare
descriptions.
them.
That
And then
will show
you'll get
you
an evaluation
the
of the
whole description
supervisor
that you're looking
that
for.
worked with you. The
Okay.
effectiveness of that
So if she
supervisor.
did them all well,
So
you
those
would
are
give
all
target.
listed once you
If there
log
was one
into
or
the
two that she
FEM.
didn't do
You'll
as
be
well,
able
you
to go
could
in and
move
see
it
the
over.
links. You just click right on
And
the
so
link
forth.
and you'll be able to fill it out electronically and submit it. So
When you're
there's
done,
no specific paperwork you need to do, except for the stipend letter, so you get paid,
because you're done.
and then the reference letter
not
that you want to
going to
make
do
for the
that
student
because,
teacher and print
again,
that
I
on
need to
go back and
those are
really read
paper
the
things
reflection
you'll need to do.
before I can accurately grade
list
this.
of
FEM assessments,
So,
they're all
but if
online,
you-
so they're
if
all
you
electronic. Had accurately read it and you were satisfied
The
with
supervisor
everything
that
that
should
should
be
be
working
working
with you
obviously should
submit
be
assessment,
communicating with
and
you
you're
by
done
email,
grading that assignment.
going out to
Let's
visit
go back to the
the
dashboard.
student
We
teacher.
have 2 left.
If you have issues where you need help, obviously,
Okay, the next
please contact your
assignment
supervisor
is
immediately if you have concerns or even just questions.
The candidate impact
on student learning. They should respond to that quickly. If they don't, the last slide that I have gives you an email address that you can email that gets to our main secretary, and then she'll find someone to get back with you if you need prompt assistance. I think that's the last slide. There are assignments that need to be filled out from the student teacher, so they may interact with you to say, I need these assignments done, so please make
the
sure
yellow
that I
column
can
because
have
she
some
needs
time
to be graded.
to get these done, because some of them involve them doing it in class. The
Here's the
portfolio they can do
project.
on their own. The FES,
And it's a
that's
it's a
just where they
template
list their
that they have
placements
to
they
fill
can do
out.
on their own.
So
The CISL is
she's
one where
filled
they're
in
going to
the
obviously
topic,
want to
she
consult
filled
with
out how
you,
she,
the cooperating teacher, because they have
collaborated
to
with her
cooperating
pre-assess
teacher and
the
so forth.
student,
So she has to
and
fill
then
in
they
all
have
the
to give a
sections,
lesson,
some kind of lesson or
of
intervention, and then they have
the
to give a
assignment. Now,
post
if you want to give a
assessment, and then they
comment
have
about
to analyze about
this
that
is not
whole
detailed
learning
enough,
cyclical learning process. So that's something where they'll probably need to communicate with you
or
about
anything
when
else.
is a good
You
time
can
during
certainly
the
go
placement that
in
they can and leave
complete
comments.
this
I'm going
CISL
to cancel
project
because it's
though,
really for them
because
to learn about
you want to abandon your changes.
using data, using assessment.
The neat
to
thing is you can
have
even go in
informed
here. I love this
instruction
part
and
about
practice.
it. You can make
And then the K-12 survey is just where they will
Spelling
give
error.
the students in your classroom a
And you
survey
can save
about
it.
their performance. And then they'll look at that survey to see if there's anything
not a
that they
spelling error
feel
there,
the
but
student
so
shared
then I
with them
can
that
go,
would again help
"Oops,
them to
I did not
become
want to do
a
that."
better
Okay.
teacher. So I love the templates because
This is a
you can actually
screenshot
go
of
and
those
leave
assignments
little
that I just
comments
talked
anywhere you
about.
want on the page.
They are
So you go through it.
They are listed there, and
You will not be able
see
to
if
see
they
these
have
in the FEM,
responded
but the
to the
student
prompts
teacher will
carefully.
see them in their live text when they log in. There's part B.
so here's
If
the
you
part
have
where
a
it's
student
the
teacher that says that
pre-part,
they need a Christian service
and then
credit, what
they
that give the
means is
pre-assessment,
that
and
they
then the
haven't
instruction, what did they do
completed
to actually
the
teach
number of
the
credits
skill or
that they need
concept,
to graduate
then
from
part
the
C,
university.
what did they do to
So
give the post test?
some
How
student
did
teachers
they,
will come to you and they will
assess
not need
the
to do a
learning
Christian
after
service
they did
credit
the
because
instruction
they've
or
already
intervention.
completed those
And then
requirements.
part T Some of
is
them,
part
part
D
D
is
is
the
the
reflection
reflection credit
of
a Christian
they go back
service.
and look and see how
If they
their
ask you to
students
do
scored.
that, that's fine, but you need to give them something to do extra above
So,
and beyond what you're
yes, it's a nice
expecting
big
other
long
student teachers to do.
assessment.
So, for instance, if
Then
you want them to overview, be like
I'm gonna
facilitate
pull
a
up the rubric.
play or something
And then I have
extra
to
in addition. Like
click
you
into
want them
each
to
one.
come to several
Okay,
play
if she did them
practices
all well,
after
I will give her
the
this.
academic day is done, or you want them to
Again,
come
if she
serve
didn't
on
do
several
something
Saturdays,
right,
like
then I can
Saturday
move it
detention
over,
or something,
FF,
where you want them
NA,
to help
you
facilitate
have
that.
all the columns
It's something
for whatever
extra.
you need.
It has
to
to
do
be
the assessment.
extra hours
And you just click in
that
all
they
of them.
would
There are
not
4
typically do
sections
as
of
a
this
student
one.
teacher.
So there's 4
So
little
if they tell you
rubrics
that
to
they
fill
need to
out.
do Christian
When you're
service,
done filling
that's
out
what you'll
all
need to do
the
is think of
rubrics,
something extra that you would
you
not
want to give a
typically have a student teacher do
comment
because
here
they're
or
getting an
whatever.
extra credit for that.
You can. There's plenty of places to leave
Again, we
comments.
just want to
You can
thank
leave
you for
comments
your
in
time
the
and
assignment.
working
You
with
can
this
leave
cooperating
comments in
teacher
the
rubric
rubric. You can leave
with the student
comments
teacher.
overall.
We know as the cooperating teacher,
There's
you really are the
definitely
heart
lots
of what's going to be
ways that you
happening
can
through the semester for them.
give descriptive
Your
feedback for the
mentoring,
student.
your
And then you
advice, your
click
counselor is
submit
critical
assessment.
for their What we do need is all the rubrics filled in to run the report. Thank you so much. So don't just go over here and say graded by and give a comment and give them narrative phone number there. There's also a narrative feedback is fine. We'll want to contact your supervisor first. The rubrics, but if you are not getting prompt enough assistance, for some reason the supervisor can't get to you quickly enough, please contact our office to fill out, and we'll have someone else that can get in touch with you. Thank you so much, and we hope you have a great semester working with your student teacher. Thank you. Grading their survey, and that's the one where they were to go in, and in the packet, if you were to go in from their side, the assignment details, you would see that they had a packet here, and they click on the packet, and the packet gives them the survey that they need to administer to the students. So they administer that to the students. And then they submit it. Am I under the wrong one again? Yes, I am. You can see the importance of being in the right section, or you can't find the student that you're looking for. Okay. Here she is. And you will see that there are questions and answers. So here's the question, here's the answer. Here's the question, here's the answer. How many surveys did you submit? Which survey form did you use? What's the percentage of completed questionnaires? Oh, she got 100% of them back. Here's her table. I liked that she actually, on the survey that she gave them, she did a little reminder of what question that was. For instance, here, the first question on her survey had to do with, do you feel your teacher listens to you? The second question was, do you feel your teacher helps you when you need it, and so forth. So she wrote her little table, but she also gave us a guide so we know which question it was, and then how many students gave her yes and sometimes a no. Here is her analysis. And then I can go, after I've read through all that, fill it out. And again, if that bothers you, obviously because you can't read the whole thing, just go to Show Rubric Descriptions. And there you go. You can go and click and fill it in. And then, of course, you can give comments there, comments here, whatever you want to do. There's so many places to provide comments in live text. That's one thing I really do love about it, the ability to write little comments anywhere you want in the assignment. Okay, so after you fill this out, ooh, I don't want to leave that. You would hit Submit Assessment, and then you would be done grading that, and you'd have all 4 done. So I hope you've had a great semester with your student teacher. Again, you want to make sure that they have all 4 assignments turned in. If they do not, then again, I would give them an incomplete or give them a grade of F and tell them that you'll do a grade change after they complete what it is that they need to do. Put the responsibility back on them. If they know that you'll follow through with not giving them a passing grade to finish student teaching, they usually will cooperate and finish what they need to do to finish for you. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a fantastic break after you get all of your assignments graded. Thank you.